My vision struggling.
In life,
My
very
vision
few things are
struggling.
guaranteed. Death, taxes, and the NBA GOAT debate. You can run, you can hide, but eventually, it'll always find its way
Fuck
back into your life.
taxes.
And as much as we think we know about the game, us mere mortal hoop fans have never seen greatness up close and personal like actual NBA players have. So, who better to ask about this age-old debate than the players themselves?
Facts.
From all-time greats to Hall of Famers to role players. If we ask the players themselves who they think the greatest player of all time is, who would they choose? Well, we have the answer, and it may not
What's
be
the
what you
answer?
expect.
Let's go.
Today's-
But welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy Johnny Finesse. We have another Jimmy Highroller video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that sub button. Make sure you smash that like button, and let's get into it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't care, because I can't.
Wager on a clearly a free from the same sport free bet. DraftKings Athletic conducted an anonymous poll involving 127 active NBA players. Sam Amick wrote an excellent piece on this poll. I highly recommend
That's an old ass
checking it
picture.
out. And throughout this poll, these NBA players were asked to give their opinions on an array of topics, like who's the toughest player in the NBA, who talks the most trash, who's the best defensive player. For example, one of the questions in the poll was, who's the MVP? James Harden received the most votes from the players, but Giannis ended up taking home the award. Another question these players were asked was, what do you see as the biggest issue facing the league? 30% of players
Officiating.
said officiating.
I said
But of the
officiate. Oh, I said
60 questions
affiliated.
that were
What the
asked
fuck?
in this poll, the question that had the largest
Officiated.
discrepancy in votes was, who's the best player of all time? Now, the best thing about anonymous polls is that players can be as open and as honest as they want to without worrying about being criticized for their answers later down the road. And, well, the players were brutally honest. In fifth place was a tie between Magic Johnson, Allen Iverson, and Kevin Durant,
1%.
all receiving
That's
1%
crazy.
of the votes.
That's favoritism
In fourth
votes.
was Kareem. In third was Kobe. In second was LeBron with 11.9%.
And then the
of
rest
all
is Michael
votes.
Jordan,
And in
of course.
first, with a resounding 73% of the votes, was Michael Jordan. Granted, this poll was 3 seasons ago before LeBron won his 4th championship and 4th Finals MVP. But it seems like this debate isn't much of a debate at all. The experts had spoken, and the answer was clear as day. But I want to take a deeper look at these results. What if we removed the anonymity, peeled back the curtain,
Anonymity.
and saw how these players voted? Well, I searched. I scoured the internet for every opinion and take on the GOAT debate that I could find,
Yo, these niggas
specifically from
mad
NBA
dressed up.
players. And along the way, I found some interesting things, like this article from ESPN that says that Michael Jordan
Damn.
is better than LeBron in every way, according to NBA fans. And by every way, they mean literally every way. Like which one of them has the better shoes,
Damn.
who'd they rather have a drink with, and who has
First of all, Jordan. 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 I ain't gonna lie, LeBron wouldn't that. LeBron wouldn't that. Cause he big. He big, bro. I don't know. Cause LeBron gonna get you that buckets, them secured buckets. But Jordan's gonna get, I don't know, bro. Yeah. I guess. Yeah.
the better look.
You know what I'm saying?
Riveting, informative, petty even, but no use to us. I came across one video of Meta World
They just be
Peace
hate. Like I ain't gonna lie,
and-
they really be hating on LeBron though. Like no
and
cap.
once you decipher his
He'll really be
absolute
hating
dog
on
shit
him.
handwriting, you'll see that he's
Like
got Oscar
like
Robertson
he wasn't playing your father, cooking him. Now he playing you, and cooking you. You know what I'm saying?
as his GOAT. He's also got Kobe and MJ taking up the same spot. Not sure if that's how
And Oscar
rankings
Robertson.
work. And Kyrie Irving as the 4th best player
How?
in NBA history. I had no choice but to assume he was trolling, and so I moved on. Jason Williams gave his take on who he thinks the GOAT is and was ridiculed because of it on national television. Remember, kids, even NBA players can't share their takes about the NBA without getting crucified. Now, it was hard to determine the true answer for some players since over the years, they've changed their mind. At one point, Isaiah Thomas said Jordan was the GOAT, and then he said it was LeBron, and then he said it was Kareem, and then he said it was LeBron again. Originally, Scottie Pippen said MJ was the GOAT. Then, years later, said it was LeBron. Then MJ, and then he said it was Wilt Chamberlain, and then he said it was LeBron again.
Like, you see it, you see the pattern? He just keeps going back to LeBron.
Unfortunately,
you know what I'm saying?
Some
That's two
players
people.
refuse to give an answer on
That's
the
two
debate
people.
at all. Like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who's been around since basketball was played with a peach basket and has somehow never outright said who he thinks is the greatest player of all time. But after a long search, I collected the answers from 112 different NBA players. And before I show the results, let's see what we're working with. Here are the 112 players that gave definitive answers on who they think the GOAT is.
How'd you get all that?
112 players,
How'd you get all
49
that?
of them are currently in the NBA, and 64 of them are former players. If we break it down by decades, 4 of the players that gave their opinion on the GOAT played in the 60s, 2 of them are from the 70s.
So you got a good spread. He got a good spread.
21 played in the 90s.
You got a great
28
spread.
Played in the 2000s. 23
Great
played
spread.
in the
Great
2010s,
spread.
And 30 are a part of this next era of NBA players. Now, of course, we're going to have some overlap in the timeline of players' careers, but for the sake of this experiment, this is how we're going to break it down. Don't like it? That's too bad. And before I reveal the results of this NBA survey, I want you all to make a prediction. In order, from 1 to 5, who do you think received the most GOAT votes among all players in this survey? Pause it here if you need to. Got your
LeBron,
prediction?
Jordan, and after that
Here are
is
the results
Wilt
of all
Chamberlain,
112
Magic.
NBA players and their GOAT pick. LeBron, Jordan, 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 LeBron, LeBron, Jordan, Jordan, LeBron, Jordan, 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 Jordan,
Jordan, LeBron.
Kobe, LeBron. Jordan, 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 Wilt, LeBron, Jordan, LeBron.
You're going to have to say this like 100 times.
Kobe, Jordan, Kareem, Jordan, LeBron, Jordan, Wilt, Jordan, LeBron, Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, Jordan, Kobe, Jordan, Wilt, LeBron.
Jordan is winning this.
Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, Kareem, LeBron. Jordan, Kareem, LeBron, Jordan, Kobe,
Jordan.
LeBron,
Jordan.
That's 3 votes for Kareem, 4 votes for Wilt, 6 votes for Kobe, 30 votes for LeBron, and with an overwhelming 69 votes, Michael Jordan is unquestionably the greatest player of all time, according to NBA players. Now, if we compare these results to the anonymous player poll conducted by The Athletic back in 2019, the results are actually quite different. Michael Jordan still received the majority of the votes.
I'm telling you, bro, I'm not going to lie, bro. When LeBron retires, some of these votes is going to change because some of these niggas is in the league still, bro. They don't want to, like, it's ego, bro. They don't want to say
this time around,
LeBron is the
isn't
best,
really
but he's
as
the best, bro. If you're talking about personal player stats, bro, he's the best, bro.
decisive as it was
He's
back
one
in
of the best, bro.
2019. Keep in
Stats
mind, the
wise, bro.
2019
Cause
survey
we know awards, bro, be cheated. Some niggas be cheated out there with awards. LeBron is one of them.
active players, whereas our survey included the opinions of many retired players. But I think it would be accurate to say that over the last 3 seasons, LeBron has swayed more players into his corner with his title run in 2020 and his unprecedented longevity that now has him within reaching distance of Kareem's all-time scoring record. The only way LeBron even has a shot at being the GOAT in the eyes of most NBA players
winning rings.
is through longevity, which has widely been agreed upon even by NBA fans over the last few years. But I want to point out some really interesting things that were revealed while gathering all these answers. Wilt Chamberlain and LeBron are the only players that chose themselves as the GOAT. In interviews over the years, Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan have hinted at the fact that they find themselves to be the GOAT, but they've never outright said it. But even more revealing is that time and time again, NBA players, the guys that know the game better than anyone else, choose Kobe Bryant as a top 3 player and in some cases the GOAT, while most fans don't even have him in their top 5. In fact, a lot of the guys
that's out of respect, bro. They know that man personally.
who picked Jordan as the GOAT, like Kawhi, Durant, Jimmy Butler, James Harden, Vince Carter, and dozens more,
All the niggas that LeBron cooked and still cooking today,
actually had
except
Kobe
Vince.
at number 2 and not LeBron, which speaks volumes as to what these players value and how they define greatness. I personally think that fans of the NBA tend to factor in the totality of a player's career when considering where they rank all time. which only makes sense. Whereas NBA players put more value in the actual ability and capability of all-time greats when ranking them. NBA players tend to see past narratives, situations, fortune, or misfortune, and rather assess these players based simply on how good they are at playing basketball. Now, I want to point something out. Most of the players that played against Jordan picked Jordan as their GOAT. But a lot of the players that played against LeBron also picked Jordan as their GOAT.
Cause they sucking
in fact,
dick,
if
bro.
we look at the eras these players played in and how they voted, players across every decade chose Jordan as their GOAT.
Let's see this shit. Yeah. Sounds about right.
Whereas with LeBron, the vast majority of his votes came from players who may have simply been too young to watch Jordan play. This isn't to say they chose LeBron by default due to their age, but it is something worth considering. But what about the guys that played against or with LeBron, Kobe, and Michael Jordan throughout the course of their careers? Well, this is where things get really interesting, because out of the 112 players who were surveyed, 27 of them played against LeBron, Kobe, and Jordan during their NBA career. And of those 27 players, one of them said Kobe was the GOAT, four of them said
Butler, Sheets, Gilbert, Kendrick, Jason Williams, Ron Artest. They all played against Kobe. You played with him, Kobe. Okay.
LeBron was the GOAT, and 22 of them said MJ was the GOAT. Just think about that for a moment.
That's
Among
crazy.
the guys that actually played against and guarded Kobe, LeBron, and Jordan, 81% of them say MJ was the greatest player. But we can take this even further. What about the guys that played with Michael Jordan and LeBron James? Well, among these 112 players, 27 of them were teammates of either LeBron or MJ. And of these 27
And that's crazy. And that's the crazy part, bro.
players, 20 of them agreed MJ was the GOAT, and only
That's some hating shit, bro. They mans. Like, that's just Yo, Scottie Pippen, I ain't gonna lie, he be hating on him because he couldn't do it by himself. He needed that nigga, so he still be hating on him on the low. All these niggas played with him. Whatever. Played with him. Sheesh. That's crazy.
Six
That's
said
crazy.
LeBron was the GOAT. And I think this might just be the most revealing aspect of this entire experiment. The fundamental difference between some of the best players of all time, like Kareem, LeBron, Wilt, Magic, versus Michael Jordan, is that players respected these all-time greats, but they feared MJ. They appreciate LeBron and Magic and Kobe, but they revere Michael Jordan. Among all the interviews and articles,
Yeah, everybody afraid from them boys. That man, they afraid of that man, bro. They afraid of that man.
For this video,
It's all because he got the dog in him. You feel me? Jordan got the dog in him. LeBron don't really got the dog. He just got the skill. But when he do turn on that dog, it's over, bro.
it seemed like every
but he
time
don't be
a player
having it.
talked about Michael Jordan, whether they played with him, against him, watched him, they were all in amazement. Just talking about his game, you could see their eyes light up, like they were talking about some mythical being or something. They're all NBA players. They've all reached the pinnacle of their sport, and yet none of them see Michael Jordan as their peer, but rather above them, like he's on a tier of his own. This untouchable, unattainable, immortal status. The man retired from the NBA decades ago, and yet it still remains Michael Jordan, and then everyone else. Hope you all enjoyed, and as always, until next time.
Yeah, it's crazy, though. It's crazy.